What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Expert Mode. Stop it, game sounds. I'm trying to do an intro here. But yeah, guys, welcome back. So, off camera, I've done some things over here. You can kind of see I have new storage drawers with ores in them. That's right. I've taken time. I've made new storage drawers. I did the upgrades in those. So if we do the shift, right click with the empty hand, we can see that there are storage upgrades in here. So this increases the storage up to 13 times, not up to, just to 13 times the base value. And I believe these can hold 16 stacks, the single ones like that, or maybe it's 32 stacks. I can't remember. So anyway, we can hold a lot of raw ores. So what this means is we can just dump stuff from our quarry directly into our storage system here using our ender chest. So that's what we're doing. I did set up the ender chest. Yeah, in the Twilight Forest, I set up our quarry is what I mean, going into our ender chest here, and all that stuff is being sent back to our storage system, which is pretty cool. So I set up one of these for each one of the different ores that we can be getting. Things like steel, there aren't any ores that we'll be digging out. I mean, there are ores, they just don't spawn in the world generation. Yeah, stuff like shiny. I think shiny has an ore, but that doesn't spawn in the world generation as far as I know. But yeah, I think you can get this stuff like from the MFR laser drill. If we start getting those, we can always hook one of these up, whatever. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to have a place where we can store mass quantities of the ores and things that we will be retrieving from our quarry. So that's what I've done here. Yeah, since we have all those emeralds and stuff, I just went straight to the emerald upgrades. Even though it's probably overkill, you know, can never have too much storage until we get applied energistics going, right? Cool. So let's go back downstairs and take a look at our processing thing. I did make a slight little change here. This is our automatic uranium processing, where we put in the raw uranium here. It gets processed and turns into fuel rods here at the end. Yeah, I did make a change here. I put in all of our ore and it processed, and we were backing up, I think, on the thermal centrifuge. I think this is slower than the ore washing plant. So when our resonant servo here was pulling out the washed ore, it had nowhere to go. It couldn't go in here, so it was going down into our main storage up above. So what I did is I put another chest here with a filter that is getting the purified crushed uranium ore. So this will be like a buffer. I could swap this out for a deep storage unit or something with a much larger storage than the regular chest, but having, you know, the 27 slots here, I think that's probably enough. I don't think we're ever going to input more than that into the system. But anyway, when this gets full, the extras will go up into this chest, and then I changed this out with a reinforced retriever. So this is pulling purified crushed uranium ore from anywhere in this pipe network it can find it, which would be this chest, or I guess potentially the ore washing plant. So I think that's probably the best way to get this thing set up. And then yeah, I did add a chest over here, so this thing is automatically ejecting to the south into this chest. And another thing I noticed, our cyclic assembler here is getting overstocked on this uranium 238. Eventually it'll fill up, and then if it does a craft, it might pull this out and then completely fill up. I don't know how to fix that. I wish there was a way we could do like these resonant retrievers where it pull everything except for one item, or I don't know, something like that. Anyway, if we could do that, we could have it so we could pull out of this except for, you know, all the different pieces that we need to auto craft. But anyway, this thing is all set up, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. So our reactor over here, man, this thing is loud. Our reactor over here, I did make these reactor platings, and these are just basically to fill up spots. I was automatically putting in the quad fuel rods, and they were going to all these blank spots, and this is not set up to have 6 of these quad fuel rods or 8 of them or whatever. It's only made to have these 2. So I had to put these in here pretty much just to fill those spots. So when new quad fuel rods go in here, they can only go to these 2 spots. And then back behind, I have a hopper, which is just filling the quad fuel rods into the system. I did move the lever down a block. With the lever directly on the nuclear reactor is providing high redstone signal, which was stopping the hopper from automatically putting the fuel rods into the system. So I just moved that down onto a block below. So that's just powering the nuclear reactor with a weak redstone signal, which doesn't affect the hopper. So yeah, everything is all good back there. Very cool. So that is automatically going to go ahead and process all of the uranium. It's going to, you know, deplete the fuel cells, which we're really looking for so we can get the plutonium eventually. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. I did upgrade our power storage over here. Last episode, we had 2 of the redstone energy cells, and I upgraded those to the resonant versions. And then I made a few more of these resonant energy cell frames, and I decided just to craft 3 more of these things. So yeah, each one of these can output 32,000 RF a tick, which is way better than the 8,000 the redstone one could do. So we can output a lot more power, and these hold a lot of power. These hold 80 million RF per. We got 6 of them. So, or is it 5? No, we got 5 of them. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of power storage here. I'm probably going to end up making a bunch of these, maybe 2 more columns worth. We might fill this whole thing up eventually. We really don't have a use for that much power, but since we're making more power than we are currently using, well, at least with the reactor going and feeding power into the system, I just wanted a place to store all that power so we're not just completely wasting it. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And we got the little power totem, and as this one drains, the power bar goes down so we can see when they're all facing this way, like how much power storage we have. So it's about 2/3 full, a little over that, something like that. So anyway, is there anything else in the base that I've done? Yeah, we got a thunderstorm going on, looks like. Yeah, the lasers in the ceiling over here are pretty cool. I do like this. Oh, those aren't connected. What the heck? That must be some kind of a visual bug. Is that a chunk border? That might be a chunk border. All right, you know what? F9. That's a chunk border. Okay, well, that is a problem. I wonder if that affects the power. Hopefully not. It might. I don't know if that's just visual or not. Anyway, yeah, it turns out these lasers were a little too far from the assembly table. So I moved the assembly table up 1 block, and then I put a slightly larger chest underneath it, which is the exact same thing as a regular vanilla Minecraft chest, except this is like the old style before they upgraded it to having the lid that flips open and making that sound. So it's the same storage space, and it just fills up the entire block so you can't see the little parts beside it or whatever, and you can open it by right-clicking on it when there's something above it. So yeah, that all works out pretty well. So the lasers, now I'm curious because that chunk border. So we get some redstone here, and let's check this out. And then we can also see the lasers working when they're all up there like that, which looks pretty cool in my opinion. So we can just do that. They all turn on. I wonder if they are getting power over here. Are these things losing power? No. Okay, so that's just a visual glitch. That ain't nothing then. So yeah, all the lasers are turning on. They're all turning blue. Pretty cool. This will look much better once I get all the rest of the lasers in. We are pretty much out of obsidian for crafting things like this. And yeah, so I haven't made more lasers. Getting more obsidian in the future is definitely something I would like to do. Let's go ahead and sleep away that thunderstorm. Even though it's not really making sounds, I'd rather it just be light outside so we're not spawning monsters and they're making sounds. So how's that doing on our power? I'm curious now. Yeah, that is draining power. Not really fast, but it is draining power with all of that going. Okay, well, that's good to know. You know, I'll just let that finish up. I was going to take it out, but there's no real reason to. So as far as our compressed cobblestone, how's this doing? So we're up to 783 stacks of the quadruple compressed cobblestone, which is pretty good. Yeah, I think we'll let this go for a while. There's no real reason to stop it other than to just move it. I haven't figured out where I'm going to put this thing permanently yet. So anyway, some things that I want to work on today. I was just looking at my armor. My diamond armor is looking kind of poor. I mean, it's about half or more durability remaining on it. Helmet's getting closer to being broken, 69 durability. So anyway, I wanted to look at upgrading the helmet. We have solar helmets in the pack, and there's a few different varieties. So we have the ones that make EU, which we probably won't be making, not until we get into like the crazy gravity suit There's a solar helmet, yeah, from IC2. And then there are the solar expansion helmets. These solar helmets, which can charge up RF. So that's what we're going to be looking at. Here's skeleton nearby. Get away from me, skeleton. So I was looking at these things. So in order to make a solar helmet like this leadstone one, we need one leadstone solar panel and then an iron helmet. So that's not bad. But in order to make the hardened one, we need the iron helmet and then a hardened solar panel, which is 8 leadstone. But in order to do like the redstone one, we need 8 of the hardened, which is 8 of the leadstone per. So yeah, it gets expensive exponentially as you go up. I think we're going to do the resonant solar panel, even though this is really expensive. So we need 8 of the redstone, which each one of those requires 8 of the hardened. And each one of these requires 8 of the leadstone. So I did the math on these things. In order to make one of these resonant solar helmets, we need 512 of the leadstone ones. And each leadstone one requires 3 glass panes, 1 electrotine, 3 iron nuggets, 2 redstone, 3 steel nuggets, 4 lead nuggets, 1 iron ingot. So that all times 512. Is 1,536 glass panes, which is 96 pieces of glass. It's not that bad. 512 electrotine, 1,536 iron nuggets, which is about 171 ingots worth. So that's not bad. 1,024 redstone, which is 114 blocks of redstone. 1,536 steel nuggets, 2,048 lead nuggets, which is 228 ingots, and then 512 iron ingots. So that's not bad. The leadstone does require a lot of nugget crafting, and since we have all these compacting drawers here, they are automatically making those nuggets for us, so we can just like probably shift click the question mark kind of a thing and craft these. I haven't tried this yet, but I assume that we can. So, oh, you know, another thing, we're running low on the nutrient tank. I did swap that out for a carpenter's button and just put a block in there so it kind of matches the floor. And then, yeah, I just click that. It sends redstone and puts a little bit of nutrient in here. So that's the way I've been doing this. So anyway, we were going to make a leadstone solar. Yeah, we got to make one of these. I wanted to see if we can shift click the stuff in here. I guess I don't have glass panes. Or I guess I have some. I just don't have the amount that we need. So let's just make that many. We'll put that into the system. So I wanted to see if we could do like, you know, a shift click of this. Cool, so we can do that. Then we're gonna need some of these, so we can do a stack of those, which is pretty awesome. And I think that should be everything. Steel. Oh no, we have enough. We're just out of these photovoltaic cells. So yeah, it looks like we're gonna be able to do a lot of this crafting just by shift clicking out of any eye into our inventory panel. So that's gonna make things really, really simple. So let me go ahead and start crafting up 512 of these things. I might just do the entire crafting line. But yeah, let me go ahead and do that, guys, and we'll be right back. Whew, that's a lot of crafting just to get these leadstone solar panels done. Now I was kind of using the inventory incorrectly here. Like I was clicking over here, going to this recipe, doing the shift clicking it, and then when I did a stack, I went back in here and did this and shift click again. You don't have to do that. When you make one of these recipes and you shift click it, it automatically fills in all these things, right? And then I think, doesn't it leave behind a pattern? Oh, maybe if you click it. Hold on, let's clear the crafting grid. Let's do this again. So if I just click the question mark, it shows the little pattern here, right? So you can do this button, which refills it, or you can do shift in that button, which refills the whole thing. So you can craft a stack, and then it leaves that little ghost image behind. Then you can shift click this again and craft another stack. So it's pretty quick. You just, you know, click here, back and forth, back and forth. Yep, so that's what I ended up doing. So anyway, leadstone energies solar panels, man, that is a lot of crafting to get these things. But yeah, we need to do this action. Iron, yeah, the iron. Why did that not go back to the system? Get out of here. We don't want you, iron. So anyway, there we go. There's some Invar nuggets with some of these leadstone solar cores, which will give us a hardened solar core. And then this, plus 8 of these, we're going to do a full stack of the hardened. Yep, there we go. Okay, so there is a stack of hardened solar panels. Now to get to the next stage, the redstone ones, we need those hardened ones plus the redstone solar cores, which is the hardened solar core with electrum, which is the leadstone and some of this. So we need 8 of these, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go ahead and send those away. So the hardened ones, we need those. Guess we'll just do it this way. Why do that? Am I out of Invar? That might be. I don't have Invar set up on our storage things, so it automatically turns them into nuggets or whatever. Yeah, we're out of nuggets. That is the problem. I guess we'll just do this manually. It'll be a little bit simpler. We'll just do that. Okay, cool. All right, so there's 8 of these hardened ones. And then we need to turn that into the redstone. So we need electrum nuggets. Oh, we're out of juice. Hit the button. So the electrum nuggets, yeah, we'll just take 32 of those. We'll make way more than what we need, but this should be fine. We'll do one of those actions. Put those right there. Okay. Give me all those. So redstone solar core. We'll just do that. There we go. There is 8 of the redstone solar panels. I guess I had to do that one more time. So let's make one more leadstone. Why won't you let me make one of these? Just one. Everything else can... Oops, I guess we made 2. Everything else can go away. We're going to make one of those. One of these. Finally, we just need to get a little bit of the resonant stuff in there. Enderium, not resonant. Enderium. We don't have any nuggets. Let's go ahead and create some nuggets here so we can make that guy. Cool, we are almost there. All right, so there's that. So we can put that in the center, wrap these around, and there is a resonant solar panel. So this generates 512 RF a tick. Cool. So we made that. So now we need to get ourselves a helmet. No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Solar helmet. Yeah, we need to get ourselves an iron helmet to put that on. So we need the leather, which is either leather or this woven cotton, which has some string. All right, so let me go ahead and make that helmet real quick. Another reason why we're going at this one and we're not going any further besides all the ridiculous amount of crafting that goes into this is 512 RF a tick. Our solar panel, or I'm sorry, our jetpack only uses 200 RF a tick. So we'll be gaining, what is that, 200, or I guess 312 RF a tick. So that'll charge everything else on us while we're hovering. But I think we're gonna go beyond this today. I think we're gonna upgrade simply, yeah, we're gonna upgrade to the FLUX INFUSED jet plate. This is the next tier up. So that requires a resonant jetpack, the armored version apparently. Some of this flux armored plating, which is flux electrum, and flux crystals, which is redstone infused diamonds. So that's not super difficult. We should have all this stuff. We need the fluxed thrusters, which is these glowstone elevation units. This is going to be a lot of crafting to get this. So we need the lumium plus more fluxed, and this illuminator frame, which is hardened glass, signalum, and quartz. Okay, so that's not bad. Then we just have to put in some liquefied glowstone up in there. And we also need a resonant thruster, which is this dynamo, which just more electrum stuff. We've already seen all of this. This isn't super difficult. Yeah, and then we need the flux infused chest plate, which is, a chest plate made out of these pieces. So it's a lot of diamonds that goes in there. But yeah, I think it's something that we want to do. Anyway, this chest plate here, even though it's like way better, it only uses 400 RF a tick. And our helmet that we're going to be making is 512. So we're still going to be getting 112 RF a tick gain while we're hovering. So that is still pretty good. That'll allow us to charge up our cell, wherever that is, somewhere. Put it right here. Yeah, we can charge up our flux capacitor while we're hovering. Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. All right, so let me go ahead and get more crafting done on this, guys, and we will be right back. Oh man, guys, so we are just about there to get all the stuff crafted. Now, I did want to point out that I said something incorrectly earlier when we were making those solar panels. I said it was only going to take 96 glass. Yeah, I didn't do the math right there. It was something like 9 stacks worth of glass turned into those glass panes. I was going to mention that in the last clip and I forgot, but yeah, I'm mentioning it now. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it took a lot of glass for that. and I was smelting up a whole heck of a lot of sand over here to make up for the new glass. So we should have like 2,000 2,000 in here? No, 5,000. All right, well, I smelted more than I thought I did. Anyway, we got plenty of glass on hand for the future since we had to craft up a bunch of that stuff. Anyway, so here we go. Let us go ahead and start making some things here. So here's our flux infused boots and our flux infused leggings. Cool. And we're going to make the flux infused chest plate, and we're not even going to use this. We're just going to set this little fella right there. Okay, so we got a few more things that we need to craft up. So we need 2 of these enervation dynamos. I think that's how you say that. So let's craft up those guys, and that will give us these resonant thrusters, which go right here. Cool. And we got some of these left over. I'll take these pieces out. All right, so that gives us our fluxed thruster. Yep, there we go. Making this cryotheum is such a pain. I needed to use that. What did I need to use that for? These cryotheum coolant units. Yeah, these things right here. This isn't too bad, but it's just getting this gelid cryotheum is kind of a pain because I don't really have very many snowballs or this blitz powder. So in order to get that, I had to go harvest a bunch of snow and then infuse that with the redstone. And yeah, let's see, what else did I have to do here? Yeah, just collecting the snowballs was the pain. I need to get like a glacial precipitator so I can automatically craft these. We just don't have that set up at the moment though. So I just went up over to our water wheels over there, and they're high enough in the game now where snow collects on top of them. So I just, you know, removed some snow and got some snow up there. So that's pretty cool. So there we go. There's those 2. And then finally, we needed our jet piece, our jetpack. Okay, so things I'm noticing right now, I'm putting in my soul-bound resonant jetpack, and I'm not getting the soul-bound. It does not show here. So I think we're going to lose that. Can we use the auto disenchanter to get my soul bound back off of this? That's the next question. Disenchanter. I don't know if we can or cannot. I might have to go farm another soul bound. Might have to set up a mob trap. That's something we should do anyway. Let's see. So I want a book. I think we need a book to put the enchantment back on. Let's just go set this down somewhere. Right here is the closest spot. All right, so books go there. Can I do this? Can I get that soulbound off of there? Hopefully it doesn't ruin my jetpack. I'll be a very sad panda. If so, I just want to see this come off of there. Maybe I'll just remove some of the RF. 'Cause I don't think this has any damage that it can take that normally you would see off of this. Okay, just a few more seconds here. Do it. Do it. Give me my soulbound back. All right, what are we going to get? Soulbound. Cool. Got it back. Awesome. That was easier than I was thinking it was going to be. I was really expecting something bad to happen there. I'm glad nothing bad happened. All right, so let's put that away and that away. All right, so now we can put our jetpack here. There we go. Flux infused jet plate. Tier 5. Anything of note that we can see on there? Allows flight and can charge items when active. Must be worn as a chest plate. Press U while wearing to open GUI or GUI. All right, so let's put that on. We'll take off the old and busted leggings. Yeah, this stuff is charging something. I'm not sure what that's charging. Is that... Oh, I don't know. It was charging up something. Okay, I guess we can put that away. I'm gonna want to enchant that with the soulbound here in a minute. So engine hover. We now have creative flight, guys. We now have absolute creative flight. Oh man, that is so awesome. I don't slowly sink anymore. Woohoo! And we move like really fast. I don't know if that's faster. I think that might be faster than the other jetpack that we were using. Oh man, that is so good. And that holds 50 million RF. Oh, I guess the jet plate was charging up these other two pieces. That must be what it was. All right, cool, cool. So this uses 400 RF attack, right? And our solar helmet generates 512. So when we're outside in the sun, we can hover indefinitely, which is really awesome. So I guess the next thing we should do is take this thing and completely charge it full. and then maybe go check out how much protection this actually gives us. Now, another thing I was noticing, this Resonant Solar Helmet, I wasn't sure if we should stop here or go up to the next tier, but it turns out you can put this in your crafting window and get the solar panel back. I don't know if you get the iron helmet or not, but yeah, so we can later upgrade this. We are 1/8 of the way to the next one. Okay, so let's charge this up and let's check it out. Well, the first thing I think we should test is the damage protection that this thing gives us. I can't remember how this thing works, so let's see if we take any damage. Looks like we're not taking any damage at all from the skeleton's arrows. Let's sit right here. Take cover off. Okay, so is that just... Okay, so that's taking damage from here, which is being refilled from this. So yeah, we're... I want to say we're invincible. Oh, look at that. We did take half a heart. I guess if we had our hunger up, that would just regenerate. So we are practically invincible right now, which is pretty awesome. All right, skeleton, I'm done with you. Where's something else like a zombie? Is there a zombie? I see a creeper there. I don't really want to get my base blown up. I see it. Well, I thought I saw a zombie. Here's a spider and a zombie over here. What's up, guys? How you doing? Spider can't get to me right now. Oh, now the zombie's trapped. Let's try it. Hit me, guys. All right, so these guys can hit me practically, not do any damage. We do take like half a heart every now and then, but yeah, that just gets regenerated back, so we're almost invincible right now, which is pretty awesome. All right, spider, get out of here. Cool. Yeah, this jetpack is really fast, which is awesome. Now, there was something I was just messing around with a moment ago. You can see up in the upper left-hand corner how it says engine, hover, and charger. If the jetpack is set on the charger mode, it does not get power from the solar helmet. So I was kind of thinking, oh no, I just spent all this time making that solar helmet for no reason. Yeah, if we come up here for a moment, let's just sit on this tree like a pincushion. Let's look at this. That's funny. So yeah, we'll sit up here on this tree for a moment. So the jetpack, that's full. So the solar helmet right now is charging itself up. So when this gets completely full, yeah, I'll just take a little bit. When this gets completely full, this will charge the jet plate. In fact, I think we can hover and see this happening. So the jet plate, we're not losing any power, and this we are still gaining power on. So that's pretty awesome. So we can sit here all day long and just hover. Well, yeah, literally during the day. If I turn the charger back on though, and we come back in here, this thing starts using its power and it doesn't get recharged from the solar helmet, which I don't know why that is, but that's just the way it is. So I did have to map a key to turn the charger on and off, and I did find the control here that we can press U and go into the interface, so we can turn the emergency hover mode on and off if we wanted to. Turn the engine, the hover mode, and the charger on and off through here, or we can do that through the key bindings that I have. Yeah, we want the charger off, I think. There might be a point in time where we want to use it and not use this flux capacitor, since our chest plate, man, I could not say that, has 50 million RF, and this thing only has 20 million. But either way, I think we want to keep both of them on us for now. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like this. We are now practically invincible. We can go really fast. We have a lot more charging capacity. It's so good, guys. I like it. Well, I tell you guys what, I think we are actually going to go ahead and wrap the episode up here for today. This took a little bit longer than I was expecting it to take, but this is a lot of stuff that we really wanted. Having that solar helmet, that is really cool. That means if I get stuck out somewhere and we run out of power, it's not all lost. We can just sit there and wait for a minute and get charged back up. So that is really good. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you did like it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.